Hello everyone, welcome to Kerala PSC HSA English classes. This is class 20. Today I'm discussing on the poem This is a Photograph of Me, written by the Canadian writer Margaret Atwood. This poem is included in the poetry collection named The Circle Game, which was published in 1964. It is a free verse poem and it describes about a blurry photograph, and the poet uses that photograph to explore the malleability of history and truth, particularly with regard to the suppression of marginalized voices. So, it is a short poem with uneven lines and stanzas, and that unevenness that shows the fragmented, ever changing nature of history. So, this is a photograph of me. That means this is a photo that others have taken of me. So, photograph is always a part of our life. It shows us some moments or memories of our past. So actually, it's a history. It's a part of history. So this photograph is a history of me which others have created. So these others are males, of course, and these males who are active, always active to make history of females. When others create something for you or create any stories about you, it may not be correct, it may not be precise or accurate. There may be prejudices, the subjective opinions, or that subjective element in whatever product that has been created by others. So, in this patriarchal society, always males are creating women's stories. And women always work in that framework. So, when we go to the poem, the first line tells that it was taken some time ago. That means it's been some time, and she has not specified the time when it was taken, and the photograph is not clear. At first, it seems to be a smeared print, blurred lines. So the photograph is blurred, and gray flecks blended with paper. And as you scan it, you see in the left corner, left hand corner, a thing that is like a branch. So the light of the photograph has become dim. So the photograph becomes a part of her history, but it is not clear. And that light stands for the creativity of woman. But that light is now dim. That means it is shadowed. And in the left hand corner there are branches of trees, and these trees are there at the left hand corner, but some part of the tree, balsam or spruce, emerging, and to the right, halfway up, what ought to be a gentle slope, a small frame house. So this part of some tree has emerged to the right hand side, and on the right hand side there is a frame house. So this can be seen if you only look deep into that photograph. So here the frame house stands for male and the branch stands for female. So, left hand is always considered something weak when we compare it to the right hand. So, in patriarchal society, a woman is treated as left hand and a man is treated as right hand. So, women is placed on the left hand with simply associating it with the branches of trees, and the man is placed on the right hand side. So, it shows that women are weak and passive and is given only the left position. In the background, there is a lake, and beyond that, some low hills. So, lake stands for the society, and beyond the society, there are low hills. So, hills and lakes keep the women in shadow. So, these causes the distortion in her history. So, here Margaret is trying to show that the small frame houses are not responsible for the exploitation of women. It is the whole background, the society or the lake, hills are responsible behind what happens to women. So it's all the rules and regulations or the conventions that are being prevailed in society is responsible for distorting the history of women. So the speaker is not taken out of the lake. The photograph was taken the day after I drowned. So she is dipped and left in the lake. She could not get her identity. So, as per the Christian culture, one is dipped and taken out to name during the naming ceremony. But here, in her case, it does not happen. Here, she is showing that she has lost her identity, or there is an identity crisis. She is left in the lake and she is not able to come out of the lake. So the society is, just like keeping her or let her drown in the lake. So I am in the lake in the center of the picture, just under the surface. So why she is kept in the center of the picture? That shows that she is a center of the domestic work. She is the main person who is responsible to take all the household chores, and also she is marginalized for the other social, political and economic work. She is not coming up from the lake. She has to do everything in only in the household. All other activities in the society are being done by the male. That's why the male are compared to the frame houses that will always be wrecked above the lake. So, in the final stanza, there is a shift in the tone that it is difficult to say where precisely or to say how large or small I am. The effect of water on light is a distortion, but if you look long enough, eventually you will be able to see me. So, the poet says that if you look very deeply or carefully, you will see me. Of course, the photograph is dim, but she is there. She has been dimmed by photograph. That means she has given some gender role, some role to do, but she is there. She is not erased or something. So patriarchy cannot negate me completely. So despite all the discrimination, I am there. I am doing my work. So they can destroy my photograph but cannot destroy my presence or existence. They can destroy my history, they can change my story, but I am there. So the time is not clear. It means that she don't know when the domination started. It was not started suddenly. So she cannot say an exact period of time from which point this domination or discrimination started. It's a very gradual process. That means women has been exploited since a time immemorial. So this poem is very beautiful. It deals with a very common theme of the suppression of women in a patriarchal society, but the way it is conveyed or expressed, the use of a blurred photograph uh, to convey her message to the society is excellent. So thanks to Margaret Atwood for contributing um, her this excellent piece to the world literature.